Hi there! Let's go through a walkthrough of how to create a restrictions payload for computers in Jamf Pro. For our example, we're restricting access to the Apple ID section of System Settings because our organization doesn't allow personal Apple IDs to be used on company-owned devices. Let's start on the dashboard of the Jamf Pro server. Under the Computers tab, click Configuration Profiles. Click New in the top right. Let's practice good naming conventions and give our new profile a name that makes it easy to identify. I'm naming mine Restrictions-System Settings. It's also good practice to write a description and assign the profile to a relevant category, but for now, I'm leaving the rest of the payload as default. Next, let's find the restrictions payload on the left and then click Configure. Under the Preferences tab, select Restrict Items in System Preferences. Here we have the option to choose whether or not we want the selected items to be enabled or disabled. This can be helpful if we only have a few items that we want to enable or disable. Because I'm only preventing access to one item, I'm going to choose Disable Selected Items. Next, let's select Apple ID Preference pane. It's important to note that even though we are only restricting one part of System Settings, once a restrictions payload is enabled, it will apply any setting that is part of the entire payload. While this shouldn't cause problematic behavior since the settings mirror the default system behavior, it's important to be aware of what settings are included, so be sure to review the other tabs before moving on. With our preferences selected, click Scope. It's good practice to test out new configurations before distributing them to an entire organization. So for this example, I'm going to target my test computer. Finally, click Save on the bottom right. Now if we look under System Settings on my test computer, we can see that the Apple ID settings are not available and show that they are controlled by a profile. Thanks for watching.